Hello everyone, I'm going to tell you the cause of concussions and how concussions affect football players from midget league all the way to the pinnacle football world, which is the NFL. My wife and I have a grandson, Alex, that is 8 years old and is a very prominent offensive and defensive machine. He may only be 8, but his football IQ is far beyond an 8-year-old. We both have been concerned about concussions and the effects that concussions could have on Alex. However, I played football when I was younger, and I know that all sports carry a risk, and you must take a risk in any sport that you play. According to the Sports Concussion Institute, otherwise known as SCI, the concussion is defined as a complex pathophysiological process that affects the brain, typically induced by trauma to the brain. It can be caused by either a direct blow to the head or an indirect blow to the body, causing neurological impairments that may resolve spontaneously. With the actual definition in mind, this can scare parents, kids, and then even NFL players. However, this is a risk that is associated with the sport, and everyone must be aware and educated on the causes, signs, and treatments for concussions. Also, SCI discusses that it takes longer for our high school athletes to recover from a concussion than collegiate or even NFL players. This is because the frontal lobe of the brain isn't fully developed until the age of 25. It also estimated that 53% of high school athletes have sustained a concussion before participating in high school sports, and 36% of collegiate athletes have a history of multiple concussions. This is a fact that is scary for any parent to realize that their child is at risk for a traumatic injury to the brain and the injury that could affect their child's ability to function normally in life. With the movie Concussion, the NFL launched an all-out media blitz on Dr. Bennett Amalu, a neurologist who first discovered CTE, in an autopsy of a brain of a NFL Hall of Famer, Mike Webster. With the NFL denying that CTE existed and that Dr. Amalu was essentially lying, this only enhanced the problem because players and the public began to believe that the NFL was more interested in their multi-billion-dollar business than they were in the safety of their players that made them so much money. Concussions and CTE are similar, but however, they're starkly different. According to Timothy Neal, special to Syracuse.com, CTE is a result of repetitive blunt trauma to the head, which is not like a concussion. A concussion is just one shot. While CTE is associated with older individuals, former college players who committed suicide in their 20s were also found to have CTE on their autopsy. A concussion is explained as a complex physiological process affecting the brain as a result of a hit to the head or the sudden stopping of rapidly moving head motions, resulting in impairment of a function that usually results spontaneously every time. Importantly, one does not have to be knocked unconscious to have a concussion. A concussion is a functional disturbance of the brain, while CTE is a neurodegenerative disease associated with the tau protein, which is normally found in the brain and acts as a lubricant in its function. With concussions and CTE being different but coinciding with one another, we must teach children, coaches, medical personnel, players, and parents that we must look for signs that the football players have taken either a single blow to the head or multiple blows over the course of their careers. This way we can assure that the injured football players are diagnosed properly and soon and can be treated successfully. So concussions in football coincide with one another. The ultimate decision as to whether football should be changed to eliminate concussions is a decision that will never come to fruition because the athletes being bigger, stronger, and faster, the hits will only become more violent. However, there can be more improvements in the protection of players and equipment they wear. With the scientific advancements in helmets and all other protective equipment, the concussions as well as CTE will decrease and players will be safer in the future. With the movie Concussion, the improvements will assuredly come to more research to be done to CTE and concussions in not only football but all contact sports will decrease. We must do our part to educate our children on coming forward if they believe the hit they took has caused problems such as dizziness, blurred vision, loss of focus, slow motor skills, unbalance, and or headaches. These are all signs of possible concussions. If we educate our children, then we can help fight this increasingly dangerous problem within all contact sports.